Hi, in this video let us see what is isoelectric focusing or electrofocusing. This technique was discovered by H. Wenson from Sweden. Isoelectric focusing is ideal for separation of proteins. This method is based on the separation of molecules according to the differences in the isoelectric point. This method has high resolution power. Paper electrophoresis resolves plasma proteins into 6 bands, and isoelectric focusing resolves it into at least 40 bands. What is isoelectric point? Isoelectric point Pi is the pH of a solution at which the net charge of protein is 0. In electrophoresis, there is no motion of the particles in an electric field at the isoelectric point. Here you can see amino acids with positive charge, 0 charge and negative charge. In case of positive charged amino acids, that is this one, the pH is less than Pi. And in case of 0 charged amino acids, pH is equal to Pi. In case of negative charged amino acids, pH is greater than Pi. This graph shows the effect of pH on net charge. In acidic pH, the net charge is positive, and in basic pH, the net charge is negative. The point where the curve touches the x-axis is called isoelectric point. The isoelectric point of a protein varies with the environment. Therefore, wherever the Pi is mentioned, it is a must to mention the buffer and the ionic strength of the solution in which the protein is suspended. In acidic conditions, the proteins are positively charged, whereas in basic conditions, the proteins are negatively charged. Before going to the detailed explanation of isoelectric focusing, let us see what is zwitterions. Zwitterion is a molecule that contains an equal number of positively charged functional groups and negatively charged functional groups. It is also called inner salts. See the schematic diagram of principle of isoelectric focusing. In this figure, there is a cathode and an anode. Cathode is negatively charged and anode is positively charged. Here, the sample is introduced near the cathode, and the cathode is in basic region. Because pH increases from anode to cathode, let us assume that the sample contains proteins called X, Y and Z. When the voltage is applied between anode and cathode, these proteins start migrating away from cathode and travel towards anode. When they reaches their isoelectric points, then they become immobilized. Let us see what happens when the sample is introduced near anode. Anode is in acidic region. When the voltage is applied between anode and cathode, the migration of proteins starts. Direction of migration is towards cathode. Once they reach their isoelectric point, they got immobilized. This is how the separation happens. Establishing the pH gradient. The pH gradients may be obtained by electrofocusing special buffer substances known as carrier ampholytes. The carrier ampholytes must have the properties listed below. First one, since carrier ampholytes must detect the pH course, they should have a certain buffering capacity at their isoelectric point. Second one, they should have a conductance at their isoelectric point. Third one, they should have low molecular weight so that macromolecules can be separated from them easily after electrofocusing. Fourth one, they should be soluble in water. This hydrophilic character will also prevent their binding to hydrophobic regions of proteins. Fifth one, ideally they should have a low absorption at a wavelength to 80 nanometer. This would permit the detection of proteins after electrofocusing by measurements at 280 nanometer. Applications of isoelectric focusing. It has been widely used for separation and identification of serum proteins. It is being used by the food and agricultural industries. Then, forensic and human genetics laboratories, and for research in enzymology, immunology and membrane biochemistry, etc. Thank you for watching this video.